Happy Sunday, everyone. Emily here from Divine Energy Alchemy. I've just come back inside after doing the chores. And I just wanted to share with you my little, where my mind went while I was doing the mundane things that just need to be done. So for those of you that have been following me, I've been doing a lot of study this year, learning a new energetic, low battery of course, that's how I'm feeling, learning a new energetic healing modality called Avokra, which is just absolutely amazing. It goes deep, clearing, cleansing, and the main function of this is to stabilize the body's energy. And so I was just kind of contemplating all that I've kind of learned and what that means for me, and why it made my heart sing so much. And, when I heard about it, it was just an absolute fuck yes, I'm doing this. And so, sitting, just contemplating, what is stabilisation? Like, what does that even mean, stabilising energy? And so I had to think now, and obviously this is just my perception of it, because we all have our own perceptions and own descriptions of things that we have encountered and whatever, based on our own reality. So obviously this is just my perception of it. You may or may not disagree or agree. So for me, the stabilisation is when I really, tear it down to brass roots. It is me being so connected with self that anything external of me I can deal with. That I don't get knocked for a six, that I don't get completely destabilized. And I thought, no wonder this, because, looking at my past life, or not past life, but my life experiences in the past, and it is all those things. And I was like, well, how do you know if you're destabilized? How do I know when I'm destabilized? And for me, it's, in my actions and reactions to things. So, if somebody, doesn't like me or calls me names or whatever, how do I react? It can be just, any experiences, any people, places or things that's external to myself. How am I in that? How do I receive it? Do I actually get, have that knee-jerk reaction and below my top in reaction or defense or whatever to that? Or can I sit with it and go, oh, well, that's interesting, and I get to choose how I act and react to any external situations? How attached are you to outcomes? How attached are you to people or things? And they can be our animals and stuff as well. And so as I was sitting there kind of, and I have had some experiences where I've had to just kind of go, one was when my cat, who I love, who's a Devon Rex, and they are kind of bred to be indoor cats, and so she's not one of the cats that goes out roaming. But she has escaped a couple of times, just in the backyard or whatever, and my immediate reaction is, oh, holy fuck, oh my God, I'm going to lose her, she's going to run away, I'm never going to see her again, she's going to, get run over, blah, 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 blah. But then there's that side of me that I've been working extremely hard on for many years, and it's, is a lifetime project, that steps in and goes, do you know what? It's out of your control. When we understand that each of us has a soul journey to, that we've kind of signed up for, and that's just my belief, it's not everybody's, and that's totally fine. she's given me so much already that if she does run away, then I can still hold that space in my heart to be thankful, and just, of course I'm going to miss her, and of course, I'd be worried about her and all that kind of stuff. But it's in that reaction for me to go, let her go. That's her soul's journey. And in that, therein lies the stabilisation, is because I choose to believe, one, that is her destiny, that's her soul's journey, evolution, whatever it is. And two, I choose how I'm going to take that experience on. And to me, that is what the energetic stabilisation is all about, is being able to be so connected with yourself that you trust the bigger picture, you trust, God, source, whatever that has in store for me. I don't necessarily agree with it, for one thing, or understand it, until hindsight comes along and you go, that's why that happened or didn't happen. Thank you. And so, I suppose then you think to have that stabilisation, to be so connected with yourself, there's got to be that element of unattachment to the external world. And that's not to say that you don't have empathy and compassion and love and all that sort of stuff. Absolutely, of course you do. Well, I believe that we should. And so then I was thinking, so why are we then born in this time, in this space, as humans, defenseless little baby humans who 100% rely on the external world to keep us alive for the first, 16, 18 years, whatever it is. So now I'm going, far out, man, that's like, why do we come into this earth so totally dependent on external of ourselves to then reach a point in our life where we have that realization that we need to be so connected and to ourselves that we have to disconnect from relying on the external, if you're following me. And then it was like, okay, so I'm talking to my guides, as you do, like, tell me that, what the hell's going on there? Born as defenseless babies, yet, to be totally stabilised within ourselves, we have to be so connected with ourselves and not rely on the external. What's that about? And please, if anyone's got some insight, feel free to comment, because, this is just my conversation with my my higher self and my guides and whatever, and they give me information that I can wrap my head around. And so what sort of came to me when I asked that question was, now I have to remember it, and I think I've spoken about this before, to have for our soul to come into this time in this space is to accept all experiences. And so because our soul is already perfect and it's already connected with itself, for it to have the experience of the opposite, we come into this lifetime where we have to have that experience of relying on external things from ourselves for our soul to evolve, for our soul to have that experience of not being able to self-soothe, to self-regulate, to have the self-realization, to have self-actualization, because that's our natural way, that's the truth of who we are. And so we come into this human experience totally kind of void of that at the beginning, And then, you know, our own evolution, we can start to remember for us to have that deep inner peace, to have the most beautiful life that we want, which is all about that connection to self and being able to choose and stand in our absolute divinity. You know, we have to experience the opposite. To go, this is a place of, you know, unrest, or, you know, reacting like that doesn't give me the peace that I truly know that I am. And so, you know, then we start to develop tools and gain strategies, if that's your mission here on this earth, to get back to that beautiful peace, that flow, that true connected to self, and to then have an external experience and be fully able to explore that if you choose to. You can choose to be angry, you can choose to be unhappy, you can choose to, you know, just look at it and go, oh, that's what that is. Cool, okay, nice. I'm going to continue to have that, or I don't like that and I'm not going to do it again. So I just really wanted to share that because I kind of didn't have anyone else to talk to in regards to that. So I just thought I'd pop it on here and yeah, if anyone else has any insight to that or anything to add, or they don't agree with it or whatever, please chuck it in here, because it's, you know, I love having conversations with spirit and asking those weird and wonderful questions, and but it's also nice to have, you know, discussion with people as well, and what their personal experiences have been in regards to this. Because, yeah, it's definitely been, you know, I've just delved deeper and deeper into that realization of, you know, that connectedness to us. And so, you know, my message for so long, and then the work that I've done for so long, is really connecting with the self. And even through the Reiki and Seishin trainings, it is absolutely trust your intuition over, you know, my guidance and someone else's guidance and whatever. It's all just guidance. We need to go in here and do what feels good and feels right for us, because only we know what lessons we've signed up to experience and to learn and whatever. And so it's all just guidance. But yes, I kind of had that conversation and I was okay with that. Like, yeah, okay, that makes sense to me. Might not make sense to anyone else, but that's okay. So yeah, but that stabilisation within self, the stabilisation in you and the world around you, so that you can experience it, and, you know, if you choose not to be drawn into any drama or high emotional reactions, then you don't have to. You can just sit in it and go, oh, that was a crazy experience, or that was the most delicious experience, or, you know, but not being attached to having it all the time in order to be happy or be loved or whatever it is. So there's this beautiful paradox of being so connected with yourself, you have to be disconnected with the external world. But then in doing that, you can connect to the external world so much deeper. Does that make sense? So yeah, love to know what your experiences or your explanations or any insight into this little conversation I had with Spirit this morning. Just, you know, light-hearted Sunday morning shenanigans in Emily's brain. Welcome. So nice to have a couple of people come on and jump off. Hi, Maggie. Thank you. It's nice to laugh. And enjoy the rest of your Sunday or wherever you are in this world. And keep on thinking deeply, keep on doing that self-inquiry, connecting to self and stabilising. This new work that I'm delving into is just amazing. The coaching package that I've got together is all about discovering where you are unstabilised in your life and how to recognise that within yourself, because it's going to be different for everyone, and being able to offer that healing capacity for you as well, and just that beautiful knowledge and wisdom that comes with that self-reflection, and really, we just really all need to start getting back in touch with ourselves, coming back to that love, and it's just coming from love. And when we have that deep love for ourselves, and sometimes it's not on the physical level, sometimes, but getting back to the truth of who you are, this divine cord that just connects us to the up and the deep Mother Earth, is beautiful to have our energy just in that constant flow of transitioning all the time. It's just amazing. It's a beautiful place to be, and it just makes life calm and peaceful if that's what you're wanting. But just this beautiful ability. We all have this beautiful ability to create this beautiful life that we want. And it's just a matter of not getting stuck in that overwhelm of how the hell do I do that? Where do I start? Because I've been there too. It's like, well, what do I do? Where do I start? What am I doing? Who do I talk to? And so therefore I didn't do anything for a long, long time. So I'm here to help you. If you want change in your life and you don't know where to start, please reach out, because that's exactly what I want to offer the world. And in this as well is that my sole purpose is to just raise the consciousness of, the whole world. And even if it's 1% of the world, even if it's one person, it's awesome. All right, I'll leave you to your Sundays and have a magical, magical week coming up. And I look forward to seeing you, hopefully one day in real life. You never know. Possibilities. All right, take care for now. Bye.